Hello, folks. Welcome back for another dynamic episode of Schwaaard's Journey to Legendary. Behold, I give you the deck brought to you by the legendary Jay Shades. This is the deck that he said he took to Legendary recently, so in theory, this is still good against the current meta. You can see what it is there, and we're going to go ahead and jump on to the ladder. I will say I've played this only in practice, so only against the AI, and I have kicked the crap out of the AI. So there's no doubt in my mind that by virtue of my impressive record against the AI, that I will certainly steamroll my way through the rest of rank 1 with this deck. Of course, that's not true. Like I said, the bare minimum level for an acceptable deck is not losing like 19 out of 20 games against the AI. There are some times where you're going to have a dead draw. In fact, that is my only concern about this deck is going against aggressive lists, because what I found, even just in that, and you can kind of see here, there's not a saturation in the low end. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got one of very few. It's been a long time since I've seen Awakened.
Entertain me
in my opening hand. So against an aggro deck, you can come. I've had several games where I haven't had a card to play until turn 4. So that's a little bit of a concern. That's just the way the deck is constructed. It has a much better middle and high end. So we will see how we will do with this against a control list, New Era. I just call it New Era. It's not called Empire anymore. It's called New Era because that is the defining card of the set. Hopefully this means we will get some great value out of our Wild Incarnates. Interestingly enough, this is a 51 card deck. So I think it's very interesting. Oh! Such poetic justice.
Join us.
Protect the Ashcon.
That the curse generator himself will be cursed. Although we are going to either curse ourselves. I'm guessing it's going to be him. And it may result in a Leaf Lurker. No? Okay, but we got 2 curses incoming to beef this guy up. So this is kind of refreshing, I'm not going to lie. I was going to say you have to do this, otherwise there's a fair trade. Okay, so as refreshing as it is, do I... no. I've got no other play.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Yeah. All right. Let's see if they've got an answer for her. If they do, well, we're truly and rightly screwed. There it is. Truly and rightly screwed, as I proclaimed. All right, well, screw it. You're not giving us a card. We're not giving you a card, and we're taking away your little goblin. So take that. Next turn, unless you can do 5 damage, we are going to draw some cards, son. Draw some cards. Your grimy little hands will avail you nothing. I know we should probably be hitting face, but right now I'm just not feeling all that confident about... Okay, I'm feeling a little better. One more moose and I think we'll be good. Now you would think it would come as a surprise to you that the deck we're playing is going to run New Era, but I guarantee you they do. Guarantee you they do. Let's see here. That would be an interesting thought, wouldn't it? Do this. We bounce this. I find it very unlikely that if they don't have a removal for this, that they're going to play anything in this lane. They would be very naive, in fact, to do such a thing. I'm hoping that however they're able to buff this guy, we can hit it with Cliff Racer and... okay, that works. We also have curses. Oh, well. No need. Yeah, we're going to play it over here because of... Ooh, prophecy on a first rune. Second rune. Well, first or second rune. Who knows? And we are... okay, so they have an answer for this already then. Most unfortunate, but... Piercing javelin, I imagine. Or they're just going to curse it down. Okay. Ooh, yes. Thank you, Shadow Shift. I don't know if this is going to help or not. Hopefully it does. Oh, prophecy, but that's okay because we've got it next play. Or next turn. Cool. Oh no! 2? Jeez Louise. Alright. It happens. I mean, I'm still a little torn between... Oh no, no, don't you squish. Don't you squish. You can't squish. Okay, good. Whew. Alright. Got pretty close there. Was not expecting to see him come down on a goblin list. And that's the great thing. Like, I feel like when I started playing Tessel originally, back in the day, there was kind of like this unspoken, or maybe it actually was very spoken, kind of thing. Like, you don't run... Like, I remember, I'm not going to name any names, but I remember certain content providers getting a little irked when they would play against a deck that would have something that they didn't expect. They'd be like, why are you running Ice Storm in your mid-range, or your Ice Storm in your aggro deck? Not to me. They would just say that while they're playing. It would be something like that. And it would be because in that particular situation, they didn't have anything on board, or they had one on board, but you had built up a formidable board thinking, hey, we're about to turn the corner, and they wiped out your board. So they would be upset because it worked and because they were playing a card that didn't necessarily make sense in the deck. And so it just seemed like a thing that you kind of abided by these unofficial rules when you played the game or when you built your decks. Wow, this is I crap you not. In all my games against the AI... Oh, hello. Oh, did I forget to greet the last guy? Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, here's the thing. Here's my thing. You don't play that...
We see you waking.
Like, I would contest it, but I feel like you only play that in the field lane if you know you've got a... Yep, there it is. There it is. There it is. We don't run items, so... Oh, boy. That's ugly. I mean, do I just ping myself? Like, I want the card draw. Sure. This is going... I understand. This is going a little haywire here. What I would love to do is an unstoppable rage on all these little twerps, but... Oh boy, they're just going to be proliferating the board, aren't they?
I will have my vengeance.
Yeah, so it's going to be a range... I mean, unless we get rid of that, we need the douche. Alright, so, I mean, I feel like we've lost it already here. I mean, they're going to give me... What do I do? What do I do here? I mean, they're going to come into my lane. They're going to invade my lane. These little creepy things. Like, what are the odds in a 3-color deck that they've got those 2 cards? Like, that is the perfect combination. I would love to have that. And if I put something over there, all I'm doing is feeding into their naughtiness.
What have we here?
All right.
The Night Mother will guide us.
I mean, we have answers to all of them, but yeah, with that, they're just gonna go crazy. So my only hope is to try to outlast them to the point where I can I can shift over and do an unstoppable rage. But like I said, they're gonna come into my lane. The next sleigh is gonna come over here, and yeah, I think I let this get out of control. That was my bad. I should have contested, but I figured they had a way to beef her up. Otherwise, you wouldn't play it in field. Although, you wouldn't play it in Shadowing. I don't know.
I
like
want to be
now
an assassin. I will have my vengeance. I will have my vengeance.
We're not going to make it till to Unstoppable Rage, unfortunately, at this rate.
Feel the Night Mother's love.
Join us.
I will cut your purse.
Let's go ahead and do Brynjolf, because we are going to need the heals if he survives.
Shall we put in at this on a stage, friend?
I mean, Unstoppable Rage is going to be so beautiful. If we, like I said, if we survive that long,
I will have
it
my
is going to be a
vengeance.
beautiful thing.
I will have my
You kind of need the douche
I will
right now.
have my vengeance. I will have
Okay,
my
so I feel like they're
vengeance.
doing all this, and they've got something for Brynjolf. Yeah. Or they're just gonna finish the game here. Yeah. I mean, they got enough. We can't.
Like now, I will have my vengeance.
Unless we get Debilitate. If we draw Debilitate next turn, we could pull this off. That's not Debilitate. Alright, alright. Do we have a way out? Can't rage until forever. We can cliff race. They've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Alright, so obviously hitting face is not an option,
I
right?
can
That's
smell
just
your
silly.
fear.
But here's the thing.
We must protect our stronghold.
Okay, we staved it off. We can rage next turn, but without a breakthrough... Well, first of all, he has to stay on the board to stave these off.
Vengeance. I will have my vengeance. I will have
Without a
my
breakthrough on
vengeance.
Brynjolf, we're really
I will
not going to be
have
able
my
to
vengeance.
capitalize on the rage. Do they have a way? I kind of wanted to put him out of their misery at
I
this
will
point.
have my vengeance.
Okay, now she's going to kill him.
I want to be an assassin.
And that's game
Like
over.
Nari, an assassin.
Cool.
Like Nari.
Unless
I
she's
will
silly.
have my
Oh,
vengeance.
do they have the answer? Yay! Alright, we're done. Yeah, so there you go. One wrong choice at the very beginning of the game. The very first play. You don't contest. I hope they enjoy that. Because I've had that happen once. It was actually, crap you not, it was a gateway game that I was able to do that. I was able to just fill the board with those and they didn't have an answer for it. Happened to me once. I love that card. I play it a lot, or I have played it a lot in the past. Getting that combination in those colors, 1 every 20 games maybe, if that. So I hope they enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it, genuinely, because it feels good when she can do her thing. All I can say is I am so glad I do not have the volume turned on right now, because hearing, I want to be an assassin, like, are you? So I feel sorry for you. I apologize on behalf of the audio in this game that you had to hear that obnoxious nonsense. I'm keeping him only because with the ring, like I said, we have had times where Ashcan is our first option, and so what are you gonna do? That feels bad though. It was a bad call on my part, and it cost us a setback. So that kind of sucks. If we had a little more time on a top of Rage, would have been amazing. Oh, let me say hello.
Hail, friend.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? It is a really odd thing, and I think it has to do with that idea of control, or the idea of, yeah, I guess it's control. Like, it stings more when you make a stupid mistake and you lose the game. Like, that'll stick with you a little bit more, but it's more palatable. Like, I can say, okay, I lost that game, and like, I don't feel frustrated, I don't feel aggravated, because it was like, okay, it was winnable, I just was stupid about it.
We see
Okay,
you waking.
this could bite me again.
Sleeping.
Oh, you know what? I don't need your sarcasm. I don't need your sarcasm.
Succumb to me.
You go ahead and heal up, brother. You heal up. Fittingly enough, that's the card that I
Join us.
got for my one
Stay out
brief stint of glory, getting to legendary in the top 1,000.
Do what I can.
All right, so yeah, this is gonna work out nicely, I guess.
Protect the
Do a
Ashkar.
little bit of this. He's gonna ramp like the Dickens.
Join us.
So I think, from what I've seen, I think there's nothing over 600. That seems to be the thing. All the legendary players, you're under 600.
Just leave this to my
Ooh,
soldiers.
no, 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 no. You make me very unhappy. You make me very happy. It allows me to do this, this, and this. Ooh, yeah, we might be playing into immolating blast because, like I said, you can't count on any deck not running it. Okay, okay. Now, what happens if I eject him? Did they suddenly get their powers back? I don't think so. I think once he comes down, like, that's just the way it is, right? They're just doomed to be gimpy little twits. Luckily, she can grow because he's there. Immolating blood. Okay, he's going to come down again.
Stay out of my...
Unstoppable Rage isn't going to do a whole lot against that monstrosity. Let's see here. What do we do to kill him? That's not going to kill us. So if I trade... Oh, you know what? New strategy. Think a little bit longer and harder about my next play and win the day. There we go. Think through. That's all you got to do. Just think a little bit more. Dang, 50. Okay. It's a nice pull there. All right, so we had one boneheaded play game that we were compensated for by having a quick win. It's so weird. I mean, we are so close, yet so far away. I mean, I think this is an 8-star constellation we're in right now, this final one. It's a long trip. So even if you're winning multiple ones in a row, you just, at some point, you're just like, oh my gosh. Not that I've gotten there, of course. We're nowhere close, but... All right. Well, I would say sigh of relief. These ranks mean nothing. Because if it's one thing I've learned from myself, but then also with all of you, there are some very good people, very skilled players that are not, that is not represented by their rank. So this person is rank 3 in theory, but they could have an amazing deck that just keeps getting screwed over by bad RNG or, you know, who knows what else, bad matchups. And so they could essentially be a legendary player that is just in the guise of the tower. Because I was there once. I mean, you think about it. Every player in Legendary at some point in this season started at rank 5. So you can't really judge based on that. Although I will say I feel like our chances are better slightly, just on the face of it, against a rank 3 than they are against Legendary 120 or some nonsense like that. Speaking of which, also, it brings a smile on my face when I see so many. Well, I say so many. There's about, I think I have like, my friends list is like 5 people. But like almost all of you are always in. We got nothing, right? Once again. No curse, no nothing. Sure. That like all of you are playing regularly.
Should have been more.
It's just it's a very nice. It's just really cool, and to be expected. Like the reason you presumably the reason why you're watching this is because you love the game, and because you play it, and so there are people that don't play it. Oh man, douche! What have you done? How dare you, sir? How dare you? You know what? Just for that, your betrayal.
The forest is my
I shall leaflet through you. You don't turn on one of your own, the douche. I am the guy. You are. Ooh, stepped out of line there. Okay. Joke's on you. We don't run supports, man. All right, so we got Wild Incarnate next turn. No, not if I ring this out. Just make the trade. Ah, that sucks. I kind of want to leave that for him, so yeah, we'll do this.
Just give me a name.
Or her. Her, I guess. Just give me a name. Okay, I shall call you... Zelda. That is your name. I have called you Zelda. You asked me to call you something. I have now called you something. Hopefully you like the name. Zelda. For as long as you survive, which... I don't know how long that's going to be. Oh! Oh, Zelda. Poor Zelda. She is not going to get the kill that she wanted today. I mean, I could get her the kill. Right? Because that would get her down to 4. Yeah, this is just not worth it. Let's do this. Let's do this.
It's nothing personal.
There we go. We got the kill. Zelda! Go, Zelda! You got the power! So this seems very control-ish at the moment, so I am expecting an Immolating Blast. So the next card I play will be over here, despite trying to contest the field lane. Unless they put something really crazy down here, I will put my Wilds Incarnate over here to avoid being wrecked by Immolating Blast. So, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned. Interesting, this is a 51 cards, not 52. I can understand that. In my mind, sometimes when I've constructed my deck, I'm like, you know what, there's 52 playing cards. Let's make it 52 cards. No, 51 cards. So just a quirky little bit of stuff there. Alright, so you're going to give us another contract, which is only going to fuel my rage of the unstoppable persuasion.
Nothing personal.
Let's go ahead and get Wilds out here. Oh crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they hit us in the face, we are... You know what? Okay. Hopefully they don't hit us in the face. I don't want to overdraw. But I also don't want to blow contracts on... Oh no! They got value out of Dismantle! That just seems wrong on so many levels. Alright. What are we going to do here? What do we have? We've got Bupkis. We've got all this Magicka. And like absolutely nothing to do with it.
Bark and birth. This is interesting.
That's a nice pull. Okay. So I think this puts us in pretty good stead. And there's no new era. So I think... Oh. Yeah, again, Immolating Blast still kind of screws us. But they don't seem keen to... Oh, right. So wait. Does Rapid Shot do anything? I don't think it does. Okay, good.
The forest is
Pow! Anybody who watched was it yesterday or the day before, you know how much I despise Alright. So if they are going to Immolating Blast us, I mean, notice we haven't had any... Well, I mean... Yep, there it is! And we got low rolled on that side. Alright, well...
It's nothing personal.
You will die where you stand.
If they got another one, then... You ever notice there's a certain kind of flourish that's done when it's going to be like a lane change or like a clear or like a Dawn's Wrath? There's like a woo-ha. Alright, so if they have Unstoppable Rage, this could come back to bite us pretty hard. Okay, so they're going to give us a card. That works out. Oh, they're going to give us multiple cards. Okay, so you're incapable of playing your own cards, but you seem to be at liberty of... let's see here. Oh, go ahead and throw Ungulum out.
The Black Hand sees all.
And... No, not Sheer Point. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted at all. I wanted Douche. Now, luckily, we do have Reach in this. We have Razumdar, and we have Tazcad.
Hiding will not save you.
Okay, we can't curse him.
At the ready.
Alright. So, what do we have here? We've got a lot of good stuff. So we have to hit him. So that he doesn't get anything from us. We zoink you. We hit you in the face a little bit. Should we give him a sword? We don't have anything to play to, so I don't think we want to do that just yet.
For the Black Hand. Your death will be swift.
Do this. Do this. And we give him the old douche. Alright. So we got lethal on both lanes. Cool. Nothing for douche. Nothing for douche. Nothing for douche. You turd muffin. You make me very unhappy. I have got a card full of nothing but... Hey! There we go.
We see you waking.
Alright, just waiting to draw into our charge now. Okay. Cool story.
Our glory will live on forever.
Alright.
Just give me a name.
I don't know if this is going to get the job done or not. I think it will now. It's going to be close. Oh. All right. That may have been a mistake. That may have been a mistake.
You cannot hope to
Okay. Yeah, not great. Not great.
Die for what's right.
We see you waking. And
All right, come on, reach. Come on, reach. Give me the reach. Could have used that last turn. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh boy. Did we just punt this game? I think we might have. I think we might have.
You must be cleansed.
It's nothing.
I mean, I can be happy knowing that we do have reach. But they've also, I think, got lethal next turn. Come on, hit me. Hit me, 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 hit me. Not with a big one, not with a drain. I'm trying to think what can we bring back. Okay. That doesn't stop Tazcad. That's one short of stopping Tazcad. Oh, for crying out loud! Okay. Well, yeah, it looks like we just screwed ourselves. That's 6, 10, 12. They got lethal.
It's nothing personal.
Yep. Wow. We punted that one. Totally punted it.
Behold my power.
Just give me a name.
Did not expect Marak. I should have, though, because that's just kind of an auto-include. Doesn't matter what kind of deck you're running. Like, this is not... Well, I guess it is. I guess it's this looks very similar to...
You must be
What's his name? Oh, come on, dude. Like, have some class, man. Jeez Louise.
My fight is done.
All right. Well, we screwed... Well, I don't know. You guys can let me know. Game autopsy. Did I punt that? Or did I... Was I play into my outs? You know, you could... I think you could argue either way. I didn't have anything else. You could say getting somebody within 1 point of lethal is not worth it. Yeah, I probably punted that one. I probably was premature with it. Because I could have waited until they played more cards down and then done it and gotten the breakthrough. So yeah, you don't have to tell me. I know I punted it. I just figured, I thought, for some reason, even though we only have 2 charged creatures in the deck, I thought we would draw them. We lost Emapod yesterday. I distinctly remember this game. No, wait. I think we won. Doesn't matter. It's a new day. Both rank 1. Both trying to do stuff. I'm going to discard that one. Hopefully we draw. Okay, good, good. Got a 2-drop. Not a great one, but it is a 2-drop.
The Black Hand sees all.
Hail, friend.
Man, that's 2 games we lost because I was being stupid.
What have we here?
Not a fantastic feeling.
I slay the unworthy.
For the Black Hand.
You will die where you stand.
All right.
They've no move we can't anticipate. My scales move in shadow.
All right, playing her even though she has really no way to get buff right now.
So predictable.
All right, well that looks like a pretty good target. You know what? I have a bad feeling that they've got something for her,
Care to
but
make a friendly wager?
7 costs. That's not great, but oh no. Don't let it be in vain. Okay, good. Good. And they're not doing the thing. That's very helpful.
You bet on the wrong side. You bet on
She
the
will
wrong
survive, although she will die to him.
My
Poke.
scales move in shadow.
Arguably could have played Ashcan there to buff up.
So
Well, no, because she only buffs up to the end of the turn. What do you got? Oh, this is what we're in for, is it?
There is murder in the air.
Oh! And Unglum's minion being ever so... So I want to bounce her, but at the same time, I don't because, well, obvious reasons. So we'll go ahead and do this. And do that. And we'll draw our 2 cards. I'm kind of I mean, I guess we haven't been hitting a lot of aggro lists today. So this is Jay Shades. I think this. I'm not going to say this is the only reason, but I think this is a very good reason why. Or I think this is a great inclusion because apparently at this height, at this level, there's fewer aggro decks, so you're getting a lot more value out of these. Historically, when I used to play these, I almost never got value out of them. All right, so neither one of those should be ejected. That's unfortunate. Napoke.
Cut your purse and your
7. Yeah, let's do this.
The Ash card.
And this. There is no Immolating Blast to worry about. There's Debilitate. Not a lot of people running that. We are. Call Dragon. Fantastic. Elena will deal with that nonsense. Hopefully it won't be too big. Parthenax, yeah. Okay.
I will cut your purse and your throat.
Not particularly inclined to give him cards at this point.
It's nothing personal.
You will die where you stand.
But I'm also not particularly inclined to sit and do nothing for a turn, so...
the hist revives.
Obviously, the next Call Dragon that comes down is going to be a problem.
Grievous!
And it's going to be a Parthenax. Nicely done. Oh, hey. Okay, Jay Shades, I will say this. In a
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
We must protect the night.
in a Stoppable Rage deck that cost 8, putting a card in there that does not allow you to go to 8 seemed very counterintuitive, but I kept it in there specifically because I'm like, I think it's going to be great tech against control.
Observe.
They can't play Call Dragon. They can't play, I mean, so here's my quandary.
I can smell your fear.
I mean, he only does 5. Let's see. Oh, see, I can't play Rage. I wanted to play Rage, but I can't because he's on the board. And that'll honestly be the same next turn. But it's keeping Parthenax and Call Dragon at bay, so I'm willing to do it. So he can't get that. And if he kills this next turn, we do have Unstoppable Rage. So I do see the value here. Like I said, I had a couple games where I'm like I was going to go play Rage, and I was like, I can't do it because he's dead. Kill it. Unrelenting Force. Not Brynjol. Okay. Alright. So, I think they know what's going on. I think they know what's up. They want to be able to play their dragon shots next turn. Ooh. So they know he can't attack. All right, what do we got here to work with? We got Rapid Shot.
The
Leaf
forest
Lurker.
is my cloak.
No one gets through.
Going into a Prophecy. Mummifying. So now they can play their crap. That sucks. That was an unfortunate turn of events. But they can only, I mean, if they want to do Parthenax, they have to do Parthenax. Or Call Dragon, which is going to be Odahviing, I guess? Or Alduin? Or... Oh, that was kind of worst case scenario, wasn't it? Well, that Prophecy might have just screwed us completely. There's no point playing Rage on that. And I don't have a Leaf Lurker for it. Let's see. I do have Cliff Racer. Where were you 2 games ago, or last game, or whatever it was? If I bounce that, go face, he gets it. And I know they've got that annoying dragon that I hate so much. I feel like I really want this dead, though. I just don't know what to do. 12. Yeah, I know the timer's ticking down. I mean, there's no way in heck he survives what's-his-face, right?
Do more. Hate you.
Protect the Ashkan.
Whatever, not Nahag, leave. Whatever the giant dragon, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna eat it. And then he'll eat whatever comes down next turn. Okay. You're unpredictable. Do we have... Bear with me here. We got a completed contract. Man. I mean, it will give us the... If we do 6, that's 2 damage, 1 damage. I mean, it's a lot, but I mean, this is not going to win us the game. 6. Screw it. I don't know what this is going to do. I haven't figured it all out yet.
For the Ashcan.
Okay. And another prophecy. Wow. Clutch. Clutch, 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 clutch. All right. If they've got a guard, we're done. If they don't, we win. Okay. Not a squish the wimpy. Of course you have that. All right. Well, we're done. Good night. Alrighty.
My fight.
Well, there we go. I guess another one you could say I punted. I don't know. I think we're just getting very, very close, and we're just falling just that short. And you all can correct me. You can say, look, Jay Shades in particular, this is your deck. You pilot it. You can say, hey, man, this is what you're supposed to do with it. You shouldn't attack before then. You shouldn't use rage like that. And that's fine. When you're looking at control decks and you're looking at them just having infinite resources, you got to take the chance when you can and play to your outs. That's how I think about it. And so, you know, it's frustrating. We've had 2 games, I feel like, that have gotten away from us being just that short. I mean, granted, he had that other guard, but man, the meta is just proliferated by very greedy decks, and we had two key prophecies that really screwed us. I think we would have won actually without that second. Yeah, screw it. We'll just play her.
We see you waking.
I think without that prophecy that allowed them to mummify Garnag, I think we would have won. Because it did. It was great at locking them out of the game. Cool. Guess you don't have that to use for him then, huh?
Just give me an
Her. Today I will call you... Matilda?
The hist heals
I don't
and
know.
rejuvenates.
Alright,
It's
so
nothing
unfortunately for
personal.
Matilda, I feel like this turd muffin's going to try to swing over here, but we shall see.
What have we here?
Archer's Gambit. No? Okay, you're just going to draw some extra magic at that turn.
Feel the power within.
Cool, 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 cool. Looks like this is going to be a debilitate.
No one gets through.
It's nothing personal.
Should we debilitate next turn? Maybe the turn afterward.
Show me what you've got, hero.
Alright, so you're giving yourself a guard. That's not necessarily cool, but that does give them... They can swing over. Alright, so...
No one gets through.
It's nothing personal.
Like I said, I know they can do some crazy stuff with shadow shifting. They can eliminate a lot of our stuff, but I think
What have we here?
we've got what we need.
Herbs can heal or harm.
I mean, Swift Strike might screw us. 2 Swift Strikes could definitely screw us.
Scales move in shadow.
Okay, cool.
Scaleless coward.
No prophecies to worry about. Hey, that's our first Swift Strike that I've seen today. All right, so we squeezed by in that match. I mean, as you can see, my strength, well, not my strength, because it's really not strength. It's just saying, okay, we're going to go for it. But it just, oh, I didn't realize we fell that far. My gosh, we're back to where we were, I think, at the beginning of the day today. That's disappointing. But, like I said, so yeah, it's interesting. The second half of the revelation. Yesterday was a revelation that perseverance is not pretty. If you were to look at a picture of perseverance, you're going to see somebody with their teeth grit, saliva dripping off the bottom of their lip, you know, squinting into the, you know, defiantly into the night sky or the sunrise or whatever the heck it is that happens. Oh, 74. This is, what could possibly go wrong? All right, we're going to keep you around. Too many ways to eliminate her this early. Probably should have kept the douche, because this is definitely a kind of deck that would run a bunch of crazy supports. So that might have been a mistake.
Hail, friend.
But we got some of our charges in hand.
I smell.
Apparently
the
trying to make up
stench
for the fact that they
of
didn't
the
show up
living.
like 2 or 3 games ago.
Luck to your
Yeah,
house.
I'm going to need the luck apparently. This is not a good start. I play Brotherhood.
Wrong
In
place
theory,
for a
you have
midnight
nothing else to
stroll.
play. But this does not trade well, I'm sure.
Just
Arguably
give me
should have
a-
played her over here, swung over here next turn, but I want to be able to play him straight up
Wrong
next turn.
place for a midnight stroll.
No man can deny his destiny.
Really? You can play him already? Goodness gracious.
It's nothing personal.
Seems rather quick. For what he can do, anyway.
We make our stand for Cyrodiil.
Okay.
We'll stand together.
Well,
Come and have a taste, Fetcher.
don't have a good feeling about this one, y'all. Even though we got all these charges in our hands. In our hand. Don't feel good about it. Too much removal, too much shenanigan-y stuffs.
I slay the unworthy.
So, I gotta believe they know that I can. Oh, goodness gracious. Is this just going to be the day that? Yeah, Prophecy Rexus. That is wonderful. That's all right. That is a.
Hail Alduin.
Okay. Good for you, I guess.
Die like a dog.
You're going to start giving us cards now? I like the sound of that. It's too early for the rage. Let us instead use Razumdar
This one won.
to draw some more cards. Cool. We get to ramp a little bit, y'all. And we get Aelid Guardian! Look, I take no pleasure in using other people's cards against him. I feel like that's
You must be
crap,
cleansed.
but
This one warned you.
all right.
What have we here?
That's a good pull. That's a good pull.
This one warned you.
We were trying to race them. We know they've got the Aelid Guardian on turn 11. They don't have the rings. That's 3 turns from now. I don't think we can close it out by then. if we can get a, what do you call it, improvised weapon, that will pair nicely with them.
Mother of the waters of life.
All right. Ooh, boy, we got the man. I feel like this game is ours for the taking. We just have to be smart.
This one warned you. The Night Mother will guide us.
All right. Let's see what they got. One turn off of Aelid, so we may have beat the clock. Okay. Doesn't help you though. I'm afraid. I don't think, right? Belly Giant can boot her. Like, she can't be killed, but she can be booted, right? Yeah, good. All right. It was a good thought, good strategy, and it's I like seeing what's her name played. You never get to see that's her name, Almalexia. You never get to see her played these days. I like the card though. I like what it does. I like the synergy with Exalt, but hey, you just never see it. And in a 3 attribute deck, they probably don't see her played very often either. Oh. I wish I could say I had the contingency plan for if they played a giant 12-12 guard. I did not. I did not expect her to come down that soon. Is she really only a 10 cost? Like, you can exalt her at only a 10? Because she came down before the Aelid Guardians. They would have came down first, I would think. I don't know. Alright. Okay. Figure against a control deck, having Garnag in the early game will be good. He would stink. I think he's not great when you're trying to do your unstoppable rage shenanigans, but he is good. I think starting off the game, which is kind of weird because starting off the game you're not having to worry about hitting that Magicka cap. So I'm not going to deploy him for a little while. But just based on the colors, I think we've got a good chance of getting some Wild Incarnate value. Wilds Incarnate. Hey, I just realized that's my name. Did I say hello? I feel like I said hello. Can't remember. Not important. If Ungulum holds the form, we will draw one of those next turn. Hey, okay. This game is rigged. I call shenanigans. Hey, Candle Crush, I haven't seen you in the entire time we've run. Oh, that means we got a Mushroom Tower coming up. Oh, we needed the douche. We're gonna need the douche.
My scales move
For the
in
Black
shadow.
Why did I do that? Garnag will come out a little bit later. I think he's gonna screw them more than he screws us.
The Hist revives.
What have we got here?
This is interesting.
There's the douche. Astro, we're not going to waste a curse on this.
Feel the Night Mother's wrath.
Arguably, we should play him next turn to get rid of their initial value, and then Garnag later. They could silence him. We only run 2 of these, so I want to use them sparingly, but I feel like this is a pretty powerful card. Alright. I think it's time for Garnag to step in here and do his thing. Do your thing, Garnag.
We must protect the Night Mother.
I raise the spine of
And what else you got?
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
So the good news is...
My scales make shadow.
All right, let's protect
We must
Garnag.
protect our stronghold.
We see you waking and sleeping.
I strike like the Moraton.
All right, going for the high roll.
Watch yourself.
Let's knock some heads.
If they're doing the garbage, well, not I shouldn't call it garbage. The OTK. Let's see. Just gonna keep protecting Garnag right now. Cause and that protects our sleeper. All right.
For my people!
I will have your head.
No one gets
Cradle Crush kills her. And oh no, you know what? Let's do this. Let's move her out of harm's way. Let's do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. All right. Ooh, for a second I thought that was Ice Storm, which would be very bad for us. Okay. Feel like we can end it this turn.
No one
And the reason I believe that is because we can.
Join us.
All right, we beat a singleton, and it's right the player of the game right here, Garnag. I guarantee you, Garnag single-handedly won us that game. He kept their max magicka down. Otherwise, I think we would have seen Mushroom Tower. Well, I can extrapolate. I can pretend any number of things, right? I could be like, they would have won on turn 8, unavoidable if it weren't for Garnag. But I genuinely think he was what kept us, or what made that relatively easy. I think they probably had a lot of higher value cards that he really helped. And the douche didn't hurt either. He kept them from being able to play multiple cards. I don't know why I feel it's important to give MVPs to digitized cards, but apparently that's what I'm doing right now. And I feel bad. Yesterday I didn't realize. So here's the thing. I remember I told you that I had recorded a video before the one that you saw. I didn't realize until later, until I sat down to edit, that video was like almost 30 minutes long. It was only 3 games. Remember I told you it was a grind? It was a bunch of control nonsense?
Hail, friend.
Sorry. And hey, you got to know. I mean, you know at this point, I'm not a big control fan.
Walk on
So,
autumn sands.
I don't say that as an offense to, or as an insult to control players. It's just not the way I like to play the game. That's all. But that's what I mean. Almost 30 minutes, but I didn't realize it because it was only 3 games. I thought it was maybe 10 or 15 minutes. And then, sure enough, I go to edit and I'm like, oh my gosh, so 30 minutes. So it felt like, or in reality, I had played for almost an hour and a half. That's bad. It's so weird with that card art. I never really know. Yeah, I think Garnag is going to come in handy later on when they do their new era shenanigans. Although they do have ways to remove him much easier than Singleton. Singleton, okay. There we go. Trade into it because you are new era and you're just biding your time until you can wipe the board as you do. I'm so tired. Such a tired technique, but effective. Alright, so I wonder if I just don't play any cards for the first like hour and a half. What'll happen? I mean, I don't mind. I just like these colors. These have become synonymous to me with invade. You know, when you see red, blue, and you know, you just kind of get that little jibby. Empire's the same thing. I just see the same. It's the same tired formula. Shackle, drain, hold them off until you can get. All right, let's see here. Screw it.
Try something. You won't live through it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't break a rune, so we're not going to get anything on the prophecy, but we will get their next draw here, which is Soul Tear. Very nice. I was kind of hoping for New Era, but what are you going to do? Give me a card, buddy. Give me a card.
Chimeric spirit of the sky, guide us.
All right, douche. Do that thing you do.
This one warned you.
We must protect our
Like I said, they don't care. Like that's the kind of the beef that I have with the deck. They don't care that
Just give me a name.
like none of this matters because they've got a new area in their hand, and so they're just waiting until turn 11. And if the board doesn't look good, just wipe it all away. Ain't no thing. Razumdar putting in good work, though. He is definitely putting in good work. And Mark, I know you run this. Like I said, man, it's just I'm not. I just doesn't feel right to me. That's all. And not right like right or wrong. It just it's like eh. You know what?
It's nothing personal.
They're in my
Let's
sights.
get
This one warned you.
let's see what they got coming here. Oh no!
Soldiers.
I overdrew my hand. That was a mistake. I'm just so cautious of playing too many cards when I know new era is 11. Yeah. So yeah, Mark, and anybody else who plays this deck or control in general, squish the Wimpy. Get rid of Razumdar. That's fine.
Read.
And I know they've got a Mana Marco. I know that, yeah. It's just, ugh. It's a big mess, y'all. Oof!
They're in my sights.
Close the formation.
See, this is why it sucks, like, holding on to cards.
Speak, citizen.
But right, sorry, because I don't want to lose track of that. You play the game you want. It doesn't mean that, like, anybody can play whatever stuff you play. Empire, that's your jam. Like you said, and Mark, you've made a good argument. Hey, it's not necessarily broken. See, I knew that was coming. That's why I kept Brynjolf by himself.
Succumb to me.
This is just I just personally am not a fan of this particular style of play. That's all. It's not a big deal.
They're in my sights.
Hey, Ungulum.
The Night Mother
What are you
will
doing,
guide
buddy?
us.
Let's see, 1, 2, so many cards. Nothing with breakthrough. I could finish that off, but I feel like I'm going to need that for whatever they play next turn.
Read.
I can't remember. Do they get to see what I brought back? I think they do. Yeah. If this doesn't trigger new era, or if they don't have it. Oh, you know what? I just played an immolating blast again. Dagnabbit. First start, same thing. Yeah, so like I said, you play the deck, you play it, it's fine. It's just not my cup of tea, that's all. But they've got 2 cards in their hand, and I don't know, one of them, I feel like one of them could be Marak, one of them could be... New Era, Mana Marco. They know we've got Fresh Start, so New Era isn't going to necessarily completely hose us. Alright. Not gonna lie, a win here would be pretty nice, but we are still quite a ways away, even with... They're looking for New Era. I guarantee they're looking for New Era. I mean, hey, you can't blame them. That's their out.
Your death will be swift.
This one
How many
won.
cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I don't want to overdraw. Get this out of our hand. Can we win with Unstoppable Rage against 1 card? I don't think so. I don't think we can.
This one won.
I should have hit first.
Smell your fear.
This one won.
There's New Era. So, if we want to win this turn, can we do it? We don't have a Swift Strike, which is in the deck. Unstoppable Rage with this and that. That's 2, 8, 5. Dagnabbit. I know they're going to New Era it, so that's why I'm not playing anything else.
Close the formation.
Surprise! Ugh, I just need a card to play. My gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
We see you waking and sleeping.
Cards. Now, unless they got another New Era, we should be able to do a little something.
I will keep Sotha Sil's people alive.
So they've got shenanigans aplenty here. Yep.
My scales move in shadow.
Yeah, we can't do anything there.
The forest is my cloak.
Looking for answers, but that ain't fun. Can't New Era, so that's good. Any card you play will be used against you in the Unstoppable Rage variety. Giant Bat. Hitting for 7. Hitting this guy right here for 7. Oh, goody, goody, goody. Can we still win? No, that's going to be 19. Sanctuary Pet, really? I think that's the game.
Do not take you.
I will cut your purse and your
We need
throat.
6. We've got 7, 8, 9. Gosh darn it! Again with the coming up 1 short. That is frustrating. We are going to learn our lessons. Oh no! Wait, son of a gun! Do I dare play him and risk immolating blast?
Protect
Screw it.
the Ashkan.
Oh, did I just punt that? I could have done Unstoppable Rage. No, because I would. Immolating blast. Knew it. It's fine.
I bark and birth. This is interesting.
I'll do what I can.
Do I have a? Oh, we do have a Shadow Shift.
Do not take
Wait,
you.
yeah. I'm not going to take any chances. It's not BM. I just don't want to run the risk of some jank prophecy screwing me over. Like I said, let me restate it again. For anybody out there who runs control or runs a particular deck, there's no animus towards you. Like I said, just not my particular cup of tea. It just doesn't resonate with me. That's all. All right, I don't have my clock, and I feel bad because I feel like I gypped you guys out. I played for an hour and a half yesterday, but you saw less than you saw about 50 minutes. So I'm kind of torn. I don't. You know what? Let's. We got 2 more. 2 more, win or lose. 2 more games. I feel like I've got that in the tank, and then we'll go on. Imagine if I hadn't punted 2 games, where we would be right now. But let's not think about that because that would be very depressing. But like I was saying, there was the one half of the revelation is that I guess this is like, so you guys kind of alluded to the fact. Leo Zorro, you kind of mentioned you're like, hey, you kind of limit your options if you don't want to go control. And Mark, you've mentioned, like these are the kind of decks that are at the top of the meta. Like we're hitting a lot of control. Unless they surprise me and this is essentially a sorcerer disguised as control as Telvanni. It's just been hitting nothing but control.
The stench of the living.
Tell you what, I feel like these guilds, they don't get enough love. Let's give them a sword. You could say there's a better use for it, and it's gonna depend on what they play next. If they play negation, yeah, probably a better use for it. But if he actually contests her, I think that's a fair.
I will cut your purse. Protect the Ashkan.
So yeah, apparently it's a lot of control, which I don't know how to feel because I feel like aggro decks are a little more straightforward, like how to win with them or win against them.
For the Ashkan.
I mean, they can't do Immolating Blast, but
We must protect the Night Mother.
I love you, Garnag. I love you, buddy. Oh, did I just put him up to be bitten by a Viper? I think I did. If he doesn't get bitten this turn, then I'm okay with it because that mean even if I played him in the Shadow Lane, he would have gotten bitten. But I feel bad. Okay, no, he just got guarded. Oh no, he didn't.
I slay the
What do you call that? No, okay. Alright, so we are going to lose... Oh. Curse, maybe? No! No, no, no!
No one gets through.
Poke.
For the Ashcan.
We see you waking.
I have a bad feeling there's going to be some pinging nonsense going on here, but...
Should have been more.
Okay. That is not so bad.
To me.
Oh! Well. Belly G! You go away now.
For the Ashcan.
Joy.
Alright, not looking too bad at the moment.
Scaleless.
Draws a card. Ice Storm can't help him. Lightning Bolt can save him for a turn. Guessing they've got to have a what do you call it? The little spider guy. And dag nabbit. Well, that's a lot of removal they managed to conjure up in that amount of time. Luckily, we do have Tazcat coming down in 2 turns. Never get rid of one of these. And see what they're going to do. Okay. That means you're playing nothing this turn, and Tazcat comes down next turn. Unless they do the guy who mummifies them in your hand, that would be a bummer. And a half, because I feel like...
No man can deny his destiny.
Okay, that's fine. That is also fine. Make it fine again. No! No, 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 no! Why? Why are you so persistent?
What have we here?
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
That is irksome. That is irksome. I mean, kudos. They're playing to all their outs, but boy, that is frustrating.
You cannot match Telvanni cunning.
Okay, that's not drain. That's so I think. Oh, come on! Really?
My scales move in shadow. Protect the Ashcan.
Perhaps a direct approach.
Sure, sure. And they're gonna sacrifice him. Get. Oh my gosh! Oh boy.
To me.
Just give me a name.
I could be punting again. It really depends on what they've got with their next 1, 2, 3, 4, tons of cards. If they remove it and put up a guard, actually no, we're good. Unless they kill a bunch of stuff.
Everything
And
myself.
they're gonna kill this. Draw more cards. So now we don't have lethal through this anymore.
I shall be your eyes and ears.
So curse this down. Now they curse that down. Okay. I'm going to give them a good game because, holy cow. They fought tooth and nail, and that was... If that one had got away from us, that would have been a little bit... Like, I think I've been pretty even-keeled today. And that was, I think... Let me get back down to it. The revelation. First half is that perseverance is never pretty, or rarely pretty. When you think of what it really looks like I said, you got saliva coming out of your mouth. Like, if you think about, like, a runner and you know, like somebody who doesn't necessarily always run marathons, they're kind of running it for the first time. The legs are wobbly. They may be peeing down their leg or something. They've got sweat coming off. Their hair is all matted. Very few people, when they're in the midst of perseverance, very few people are going to look good. Very few times is the circumstance going to look good. Oh, but this might be our first aggro match. Unless it's control. Let's go ahead and let Garnag start this off. Okay. Well, if it is aggro, we're going to be in a bit of a tough spot. Like I said, win or lose, this is our last game for today. Hopefully this is going to be over an hour. I try to give you more than an hour because I don't like it when it comes up that short. Under an hour. Okay, so this is going to be wide. So we're going to want our Cradle Crush. We're going to want our Douche to knock out any of this stuff. We're going to want to be able to draw a card before turn 4, if we can help it. Because if a lion pit line comes, well, he can't. We've got the ring. That's maybe our only saving grace right now. I feel like a lion's coming down next turn. Gosh. All right, we may play one after this if we just get bum rushed, which is what it looks like it's going to be. There, yeah, you're a turn too late. There's the lion. Oh boy. Had it right on curve too. Oh, what a way to go out.
We must protect the Night Mother.
At least it's not our gateway game. We're one away from our gateway game, at least at this point. But if Divine Fervor comes down, okay, that's favorable for us. Unless they got another lion. Should we even keep playing at this point? Seriously. Like, do we keep playing? I guess technically we do because... I don't know. I just... If there's a Divine Fervor, though, I think we just call this one a... Alright, we're done. Wow. Godlike top deck, I'm not going to waste my time. Yeah, we're not gonna. That's not going to be our last one. We'll do one more. To get back to where we were now before that ridiculousness happened. Golly dang. How ironic. Here we are going, okay, I want an aggressive deck, but not one that freaking has a god draw, for crying out loud. And the one time, how many times did I say, oh my gosh, like, we never see the Ascended Sleeper. So in control decks, when it doesn't matter, she's there. But against an aggro deck where we really needed to... Oh my gosh! Oh, he's playing the crab deck. Oh, he's playing the crabs. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun. No! Crab with armor. That is not cool.
Did I stutter or something?
You will die where you stand.
Care to make a friendly wager?
I think he runs Crushing Blow in this. If this is his crab deck, I think he runs Crushing Blow. All right. Okay, what's going to be more important? Oh, she can't attack anyway, so that doesn't really help. All right, so Douche. Help me out, Douche. And he's an unfavorable. Well, yeah, it's an unfavorable trade either way. Oh man. So for those of you who don't know, Bodybag Beezy is one of the commenters. He's a viewer of the channel. Consider him definitely a Tessel friend. So no bad feelings either way. It looks like it could be pretty bad for us. We don't have. We can't play him until next turn.
Mouthpaw.
We're going to be hurting in the meantime. Man. Alright, so... Shift.
You bet on the wrong side.
She doesn't die to Cradle Crush. Well, you know what? We need to take some power off the board here. All right. Oh boy, this is going to be close. Especially if he has another one. Yeah. So this is a fun match. Certainly don't mind losing this game. If that is to be our fate, then we'll play one more after this. If we win, we'll call it at this one.
Gone.
If we lose, then we'll give it one more try. I need you to play one other little creature over here, though. Please, over here.
Something?
Please. Because I'm your friend. But don't make him big. Oh, no, that's big. Oh, the game froze. That's... Oh, he gets choked because of... Jeez Louise. Well, I think that is good game. I think that is good game. And it's funny because I actually told him I would... I told him I would play, win or lose today, whether we got through the ranks or not. I said I would play crabs tomorrow.
Khajiit will keep you safe.
And yeah, this is a good. I don't know. It portends good things. Oh no! Why? We were one away from unstoppable rage. I mean, it wouldn't solve anything, but... let's see. Is there a way? Is there anything we can do? I don't think there is. We don't have a curse. We wasted our curse on that. We could swing that over, but he's still going to hit for that. I think that's game. Can I bring back a... I don't think so. I think we're just done.
Bet on the wrong side.
Man.
A hard-fought victory.
The egg. A fine battle.
Well, unfortunate that it sets us back in our journey, but hey, it means he gets to advance in his. So Can't be but so sour. And that's actually just kind of energizing. Really, like, I can't be mad. Like, I'm happy. Dude, congratulations. Which is funny, too, because we actually practiced, I think it was either once or twice with it, and I actually came away with these exact... Well, no, he didn't play Mudcrab. He was playing a support deck, I think it was. So he was just playing memes, and so the results were different. We never actually played crabs against this. So, I mean, it's somewhat encouraging to me, as someone who committed to playing against crabs, or playing with crabs tomorrow. It gives me confidence. Okay, the deck that I was using today isn't, got bested by them, so I've got a good chance of pulling it out tomorrow.
I bark and birth.
Hail first.
All right, back in the swing. This will be the last one.
Brave meeting.
I slay the unworthy.
Because I feel like we're kind of on a downward slope. I don't feel like my playing's going down. It just seems like
Cut your purse.
we're not really drawn very well. We lost a lot of momentum with the aggressive deck. Yeah, we're just losing to aggressive decks, which is kind of ironic because, oh geez.
Should have been more worthy.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, he didn't trigger. Okay, that's actually really good. I just took it for granted that he would trigger.
I will cut your purse.
Like I said, I don't run Mighty Allies on my deck unless I know for a fact that I can get him to go off. Because otherwise you end up with a 3-cost 3/3, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but when you were counting on that as an aggro deck, it does make it a little difficult.
Ranks, let nothing through.
All right, so do we have... Oh, okay, they're gonna...
I have no fear of you.
Oh, goodness gracious. That's a big brain play
Should
there.
have been more worthy.
Good news is we can pretty much clear all this off with our buddy the douche. He does one of these things right here, boink. Does one of these things right here, boink. And does one of these things right there.
You will die where you stand.
Silence would hurt us on that one. Fell the Mighty, ironically, actually hurt us. It does not pay to be strong, y'all. That's the lesson you have to learn from this. Alright, I'm not feeling confident about pivoting at this particular moment, but it looks like we might be able to shift towards that direction.
I will keep Sotha Sil's people alive.
Oh wow, okay, so this is not a fully committed
We'll see how they like
aggro
someone
deck.
who fights back.
Alright, what's the play here? I'm feeling Cradle Crush, but I think there's better stuff out there. I just don't like the fact that this is not a good trade. We can't... I mean, I don't think we're going to lose it. I think he's going to go face with it. He probably has something for this.
Repel the Outlanders.
You won't escape alive.
Okay. Oh boy.
They will pay the blood
He's
price.
going to hit that.
By the first
No?
forge.
Okay.
My arrows fly
We
true.
might have, unfortunately, let it go too far. We don't have a whole lot of comeback mechanics in this, so we're going to be down to 7 with really no guards. We probably should have pivoted,
Outlanders.
especially with that Swift Strike. Okay. Okay.
None will be.
Good night. Wow, we're just getting wrecked by... Man.
For Valenwood.
The forest is my cloak.
I bargain for.
Yeah, I don't think we pull this one off. I really want to stop on a win, but oh my goodness gracious. Alright, so stay of execution. We're going to make a dash for it.
Take you.
You will die where you stand.
Do we have a shadow shift? No. Alright.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
We must protect the Night Mother.
I don't think we have a way to win
My
this.
scales move in shadow.
Not without a shadow shift. Swift Strike would have gotten us close. Yeah. Alright, so we went down 3 in a row to aggro decks. So I kind of feel like I should stop now. Because if we hit another aggro deck, I don't really have confidence that we can handle it. We're just getting wrecked. And I said that at the very beginning. That was the only weakness I saw was... Oh man, this is a little unfortunate, but hey, we're just playing. We're just playing. Who cares? Perseverance is playing. So yeah, so then that was like getting back around to it. The other half of Perseverance, it doesn't look pretty, but you can have joy in Perseverance. You can have contentment in Perseverance because you know that the point of what you're doing is strictly to persevere. It's like if you're traveling, whether you particularly like the mechanics of it, you know, going to the airport and everything, whether you like that or not, when you're traveling, you have a very narrow agenda. You have a very narrow target of things to do.
Hail, friend.
Really wish we had the ring for her. Like once you get to the airport, like your main point is to get to your gate on time. Once you're there, your whole purpose is simply just to travel, to sit in a seat and fly, or if you're driving, your whole time while you're in that car, when you're making that road trip, your whole task, your whole job is to drive. And that's kind of a relief. I mean, how many times, like when you're at home, you're like, you know, what could I be doing with my time? What could I be doing better with my time? There's just so many different things that you have to kind of contemplate whether or not you're making the best use of your time, or there's so many options. Am I missing something here? Or is Theophanes really contemplating those cards in his hand, like to the greatest depths of his comprehension? It's really weird. Again, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but it almost felt like, okay, game was like, hey, you're actually starting to do okay against these control decks. We're just going to throw a bunch of aggro at you right now and just see how well you do against that. And clearly that was our weakness. Okay, well, glad you were able to figure out your stuff. Guarantee they have removal, but I've got nothing else to play. They could. I mean, there's so much removal, but that's okay.
Make a friendly wager.
That is okay. We're just playing the game. Yeah, so that's okay. You wanna do that? I'm totally okay with that. We will just kind of hang out here and wait while you pass the turn. Come on, douche! Where's the douche? I mean, Belly G is pretty nice, but... Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Not really sure what What shenanigans are afoot here? My instinct tells me to remove one of these guys because they've got a pit lion. But as I'm living dangerously, we'll just see how it plays out.
Enter the breach. Acknowledge.
Will be the second time we've gotten hosed by a pit lion. Alright, such is not the case.
We must protect our stronghold.
And the douche comes up clutch. Knock it out of removal. So yeah, so for me it's like, so if you look at it and going, okay, all I have to do is finish. Like if you're running that marathon, how many, I mean, I know a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I know people who've run a marathon.
Enter the breach.
For the Emperor.
That's fine. We've got Elena for your pit lion.
I hear and obey.
Called it. Called it. Oh, you know what?
They're in my sights.
I wonder if that's better. Knowing that we can zap it in the face if it comes down again. Cool. I gave you a chance. I gave you a chance, but you didn't want to take it.
My arrows fly true.
Enter the breach.
We'll hold, no matter what.
All the draw in the world. Put another 2 power creature over here, if you would, please.
Come!
Nothing that a curse won't help. Oh, hey there. Oh.
For Phelanwood.
Give the sword. Give the sword. Give the sword. Cool. Alright. Alright. It's weird. They've got this wicked combination of offense and removal. Unless those edicts are the only removal they're really running. Which would be nice. Oh, gosh. What a nice pull that was. She usually gives a bunch of junk. And I really don't want to use a rage on that. So we're not gonna.
Since I was 16.
We're gonna see what they give give our old good buddy Razumdar. What do you got for me, huh? A pit lion. Well, there's a surprise. Another blueby pit lion. And a lightning bolt. Okay. Guess how we know that's going to play out.
A little distraction might prove
Okay,
useful.
get your value there. Kind of have to do something else if you want to play your pit lion, though.
Steadfast, brothers.
Alright, well, this does in fact look like a good unstoppable rage.
I bark and birth. This is interesting. I will cut your purse at your throat.
It's a good day to die.
All right. And that's how we're going to end it today. It was a... yeah, we hit a little bit of a wall, but you know what? Trying to find the joy and the perseverance, because that's really the only task laid before us. In this particular instance, we're 1 or 2 places better off than we were yesterday, so we're crawling there. We're crawling. And tomorrow will be crabs, which is the deck we got rushed down by today. So darn it, if it doesn't kick butt tomorrow, I am going to shake my fist impotently in the air and smile. I will see you all tomorrow.